This is an awesome opportunity. It is just profound. I'm never amazed every day when I get a chance to get up and do what I just love doing, you know. I heard somebody say, you know, instead of looking for an occupation, look for an occupation, you know. You don't always get to do what you're passionate about. Well, my story kind of starts a little bit a few years ago while living in Pocomoke, working as also a missionary with my local church. And as I began to help to meet the needs of those that were coming to us, and finding out they had immediate needs, yes, but you know, it's like, how do you help get this family, move them on, or move this individual onto the potential, you know, that they were born for? How do you help them realize that? And so I started working within the community. I started working a little bit closer with organizations and agencies and churches, anyone who was willing to be a hand and a support system to someone else. So imagine my amazement when after some years I get to meet Charlotte Scott, and BNF had, I don't think it has started back when we met the first time. But by the time I met her, and I'm hearing about what this group is doing, and you know, and what they're accomplishing, and I'm going, could this possibly be real? You know, helping individuals develop their dreams to fruition. You know, I just thought it's just unimaginable. Well, that's what I began to learn. It was going on, and so I'm a praying woman. We can come up with our own ideas, but why not seek the one who the manufacturer, instead of, you know, and reading the owner's manual. So I began to seek the Lord. Is this where you would have me to be? I like Chris Field, you know, it seems like it's a fit. So this was back in late September, early October, and it had been on my mind, and I went to sleep one night, and when I slept, there was a dream. It was a part dream, and it was just real, you know, and it just talked about a lot of the things and a lot of it Charlotte hadn't shared with me yet. So as I'm telling her the dream, and she's sharing, you know, some of her passions for this community with me, and that's when I began to realize this had to be the Lord speaking, because I didn't know what, you know, some of the things that were my own personal desires. And one of the things that he showed me is that God always has a plan for his people. Always. Doesn't matter the recession or economic difficulties or come what who or come what may. God always has a plan. And he is wanting to not only reach the least of these, not only help us accomplish our goals and dreams, but he has a plan and a purpose for all of our lives. And that's what he began to speak to me about Rainbow Place. About, you know, as she began to start the sentence about Main Street, you know, I kind of felt like I could finish it. Yes. Community, you know, being involved with business, partnering together. You either have a thriving community and or either or, I'm sorry, a thriving business, but this was a way for community and business to work together. Not only to support, but to be a part of and to share in that ownership. So it was during that time, that was my confirmation, that not only was I in the right place, doing the right thing and at the right time, but I was also doing what God would have me to do. So I'm just grateful that this is an opportunity, because what we do, our vocations, you know, they're good, and it's great for our talents and our gifts to show and to shine. We should. We were created to do that. But if we do that and we don't accomplish the full purpose, or we miss our neighbor, we miss our brother, we miss our sister, then what have we accomplished? And not only that, we can take that and we can pass it on to our children. What a rich legacy, you know, to pass on to them. So that was it in a nutshell. You know, I began to see that the government and the systems that had been working were good, but they still kind of missed the people, and people were still falling through the cracks, and there wasn't a bridge there, you know, sometime between the community and the services. And there's no pattern for every community. We needed something that was unique to this community, you know? And who knows our communities better than we do? And so entrepreneurship, to me, is an opportunity to not lose who you are, not lose your identity, your gifts, your talents, your abilities, but to take them and to make a difference, not only for yourselves and your family, but for your community. So that's that vision. It is to affect positively our communities and to be blessed in the interim as well. So that's my story, if you will. Thank you for allowing me to share it.
Thank you. Thank you, Angela. I want to just add a footnote to what she said, because what I remember when Angela shared her dream, I remember two things. One, she said, God showed me that He is passionate about Chrisfield. Not just I'm passionate about Chrisfield, He is passionate about Chrisfield and about the people. And secondly, and you verify, He said He was tired of the people being beaten up. They've been battered enough. And that really struck my heart, and that is partly what we, the media at times, I'm talking not necessarily local, but we hear it over and over, we're the lowest, we're the poorest, we're the this, we're the that, blah, 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 blah. We have as much talent as anyone else. Absolutely. And we are a gold mine here. And I knew that because I've been in education too long to not know it. And people have been beaten up in various ways. And after a while, we start beating each other up, or beat ourselves up and doubt ourselves. And all of that's been going on. And that's been holding us back. And to me, that's about being set free from all of that. I want to tell you what's coming, and it's prophetic. It's what I see, and time will tell. This fruit is attracting way more attention than you realize. Beyond this region, beyond this state. And this is being seen as a talent pool. And every time somebody else succeeds, it strengthens the whole, and it draws more attention. Last week, we had a billionaire investor come down to take a look at what we were doing, wanted to know about BNF, wanted to meet some of the people, wanted to talk to some people about what they heard, what they saw, who's succeeding, what's going on. That's the first of many. That's the first of many. There's just no telling what's going to break loose here. But I can tell you this, you cannot just show up for money. You cannot just show up put your hand out and think it's going to drop in. It doesn't work that way and never has. But keep taking that next step. Connect with each other. Help each other. Keep your prayer life strong. Those are the things that hit the pay dirt. That's what's going to pay off. And that's what has been paying off. Cheryl explained this started with a prayer in the middle of a living room. And it always will. So I encourage you to keep going. I don't know what's going to happen next. Nothing surprises me. But I'm telling you, something is really in motion here. And I encourage you to come to these meetings, get involved, just show up. And I think the best thing I can tell you, don't come with expectations. Come and be open. See who you could bless, or see who blesses you. Just come and be open and be yourself. And that's what's going to work. I've had people come and go, they show up, oh, I didn't get any business from that, didn't come back. Oh, I thought I was going to get a grant, didn't come back. Cheryl and Gary's was a loan, by the way. They do sometimes call it a grant by mistake, but it truly was a loan for this building that will have to be paid back. Sometimes free money costs too much anyway, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I said, God bless you. He is blessing you. And just stay connected, because there's power in this unity. And stay and have a good time. And eat. Don't leave till all the food's gone, okay? Good night.